come back to the West, guys. When this is going to happen? Not if, when. Folksy.
To be honest, I don't think it will be in the near future. It all depends on the success in it in China, obviously, but you have to consider also politics in that, and that's the podcast is not about politics, so I really can't put like a timestamp on it when or even if, but I would guess not sooner than 2 years from now, or even 3.
Ooh, that's rough. Okay. George?
Well, again, putting a timestamp on it is difficult. It's more like it depends how successful it is. Depending on that's sort of going to be the reason that you would want to bring it back to the West, right? Obviously, I feel like hopefully that will be sooner. The more Western people are playing the game, but also the more like Chinese people that give it a base. I feel like both are important to try and get the game to a stage where a comeback to the West would be possible. But it's certainly optimistic having a company like NetEase that has the capabilities of bringing a game like that back to the West. They've other games they've published before are not only in China, they are also in the West. So that does give me some confidence that it can be done, that it is a when, not an if. But I believe that the when does greatly depend on not only interest in the West. Obviously, there's no point publishing it here if there's not a big enough interest, but also the the rise of the East, hopefully, so that the game is actually popular.
Astolfo?
As for when, too late, in my opinion. I think it'll come out in hopefully 2021 in China, and it needs to come out in the West by 2022 because, I mean, let's be honest, guys. Your game, as great as it is, it doesn't look like a 2022 game unless you want to remake the whole thing from textures, models, skeletons, everything from the ground up again, which I highly doubt you have funding to do. You're gonna you got to get this game released. That's all I'm gonna say, and I think it's gonna be popular over there, and I think it will come to the West. It's all of when and how time efficiently they can do it, and how much CA will support them in doing it.
Shlomi?
Yeah, I hope for 2021, but yeah, I think it's gonna be 2022 at the earliest. And as Astolfo said, they're running the danger of falling behind technically, not just graphically, also with gameplay and the possibilities that games nowadays have if they don't release rather sooner than later, once again.
Yeah, and for me, I think realistically and optimistically as well, I think those things actually combined in here. The release in China, as in open beta, right, will happen in 2020, sometime this year. And then a full release in China and in the West will happen sometime in 2021. 2022 just seems so far away and so late. There is just no way they're not going to not release it in 2021 or until the end of 2021. Maybe even in 2020. That is far less likely. I mean, Chinese release in 2020, sure, no problem. Coming back to the West in 2020, less likely, and that's why I'm rather would lean into 2021 and hopefully the first half rather than the latter half. But as long as it's 2021, I guess I'll be fine. So with that, our little predictions at the end, let's end the podcast. Thank you guys for showing up and having the discussion with me. Folksy.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, hey, George.
It was really fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was enjoyable. I hope we covered everything.
Astolfo.
Thanks, guys, for listening and having me.
And Shlomi.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And if you made it to this part, keep going.
Yeah, I hope we guys didn't bore you to death with our quite long show. But yeah, it is the game that we love to talk about and we love playing it, and that's why it sometimes takes long. It's all about the feedback, alright? So yes, go guys into the comments below, give us your own feedback, tell us what you think about the things we've discussed and any other thing regarding balance or the other test, the test that we had. Just any type of feedback, put it in the comments below. Visit our Discord, you can also provide feedback there and just discuss the game in a more open manner, since YouTube section is not maybe the best thing, the best place to do it. And I will see you there and on Arena's battlefields whenever the next test actually comes. Commanders.